Hello again. Now for the main stories in London. 4 people, including a 7-year-old girl, are in hospital after being shot outside a funeral in central London. Emergency crews were called to Phoenix Road in Euston around lunchtime. The victims' injuries have been described as not life-threatening, but one has potentially life-changing injuries. The Metropolitan Police says an urgent investigation is now underway. The O2 Academy in Brixton is to stay closed for another 3 months after 2 people died in a crush at a music gig last month. Rebecca Ikumelu and Gabby Hutchinson died after the Asher K concert in December. A spokesperson for the Academy Music Group, which runs the venue, said they are committed to understanding what happened and are cooperating with various investigations. A meeting between the Metropolitan Police, Lambeth Council and the venue will take place on Monday to review the site's licence. An East London walking group has set up self-defence classes for women worried about their safety. The Walk It Out group in Ilford believe that young girls and women should be able to walk anywhere, anytime, without the fear of being attacked. Anna Geary now reports.
The opposite hand and they step, and then, yeah.
The first in a series of free classes to foster confidence among women in East London.
If someone was to grab you, what would you do?
Those attending were taught techniques in case they found themselves threatened by men.
God forbid if something happens, sometimes it's nice to know what you can do in that scenario rather than just panic.
There's so many things that happen per day, and in London, because it's so busy and everything, I think it's just extra precaution, because you never know, and you just need to be prepared.
Especially at the moment in Ilford, there's been quite a few incidents that have happened, and I want to be able to walk in the evenings and feel confident myself that I can walk and I can defend myself.
Last June, a murder in Ilford left many of these local women searching for answers. 35-year-old Zara Alina was attacked walking back from a night out. Just 10 minutes from home, she was found with severe injuries and later died in hospital.
1, 2 and 3, yes?
In the hope of avoiding further tragedy, April organised these self-defence sessions as one of several initiatives from the Walk It Out project.
We are continuously campaigning to tackle male violence against women. Street harassment needs to be made a criminal offence, because then men might think twice about their misogynistic behaviours.
As well as these classes, April runs female-only walks. In the pipeline, she intends to host workshops in schools on issues like consent and communication, urging everyone to be part of the solution in helping to end male violence against women. Anna Geary, ITV News, Ilford.
Now let's take a look at some of London's sport this afternoon.
Zero Accounting Software sponsors ITV Regional Sports Report.
Well, in the Premier League, it was a disappointing afternoon for West Ham as they lost by 1-0 against Wolverhampton Wanderers. Daniel Podence's strike just after half-time was the difference between the two sides, who sit at the foot of the table. Meanwhile, with just over 20 minutes gone in West London, Brentford are goalless against Bournemouth. In the Women's Super League, Tottenham Hotspur surrendered a 1-goal lead to lose 2-1 against Aston Villa. A Bethany England strike put Spurs ahead in the Midlands at first, but then 2 goals in 4 minutes from Kenza Darley and Rachel Daly were enough to give Villa the 3 points. And in netball, England will face Jamaica in a winner-takes-all match after they lost the second test by 58 goals to 61 at the Copper Box Arena. The Roses team, which has several London Pulse and Surrey Storm players taking part, won the first game in Manchester by 73 goals to 52. The deciding test will take place tomorrow. Here's Amanda Houston now with the weather.
Feels like home, whatever the weather. Valent Boilers and Heat Pumps sponsors ITV London Weekend Weather.
Hello again. Hope you've all had a lovely Saturday so far. Well, we've certainly seen plenty of rain in recent days, but things are looking a lot drier as we go through the next few days. But we've still got low pressure in charge at the moment. You can see it here, the squeeze on the isobar shows it's still going to be quite windy as we go through the next 24 hours or so, with 1 or 2 showers around at times. And then Sunday night and into Monday, we are keeping a close eye on this little feature here. Could potentially bring some rain, which could turn to snow for a time on Monday. But for most of us, the outlook is looking largely dry. But you can see we start to draw in our winds from a northerly direction, so it's going to be feeling much, much colder. Now, in the meantime, for the rest of tonight, if you are heading out, may just be the odd shower around, but for most of us, a good deal of dry weather, clear skies, but it will be quite blustery, so that wind tonight should prevent a frost from forming, but still it will be cold out there, temperatures down to around 2 degrees. So it's going to be a chilly and a blustery start to the day on Sunday morning. We'll see little bits and pieces of cloud around and some patchy rain for a time later on in the afternoon, but not really amounting to too much. For most of us, a good deal of dry weather, bright or sunny spells. Those winds eventually easing off, and look at those temperatures feeling much colder out there, highs up to around 6 to 8 degrees. And as we go through Sunday and into Monday, as I mentioned earlier, we've got that area of low pressure here. Now, there is a bit of uncertainty about it. It looks like it's mostly going to fall as rain, but it could turn a little bit wintry for a time on Monday morning. And then once that's out the way, plenty of dry weather, but it certainly will be feeling rather chilly. Bye-bye.
Bulletin sponsors ITV London Weekend Weather.
That's all from the London team. We'll be back tomorrow evening at 5:20. But from me and the team, enjoy the rest of your Saturday. Bye-bye for now.